speaking of crashes and their impact on people, Enno Schmidt is with us. He's the founder of the Basic Income Movement. I would say the original founder of this, the guy who wrote about it in Agrarian Justice, was Thomas Paine back in the 1790s. But Enno's website is bedingungsschloss.ch. Do I have that right, Eric? Or Enno?
Hi, Tom.
Hello.
My website, that's grundeinkommen.ch.
Okay. I have bedingungsschloss.
Yes, okay, too.
Okay, that works too. How do you say that word?
How what?
Bedingungsschloss? .ch. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The links are over at our homepage, thomhartmann.com. What is the basic movement, the basic income movement?
The basic income movement in Switzerland starts with two people, with Daniel and me. We are together the founders of this initiative, and it grows up rather quickly that it has interest by a lot of people, and so we went to this people initiative, and that is successful now, and so the people in Switzerland will vote about it. And the idea, you said it before, Thomas Paine, for example, is one of the big, great thinker of this. Human rights combined with an unconditional basic income. And so Milton Friedman, for example, in the States, or Martin Luther King, that are fathers of this idea. And this idea is changing, and it grows up again at the beginning of this century in Germany and other countries. And the meaning of this idea, I think, is not first to do something against poorness. It's not first a program for social benefits, but it is to say, what is the idea of democracy? Isn't it that everybody is able to decide by him or herself what is right or wrong for society and for themselves? And let's set us free the living, to live and to decide how you want to lead your life. And on the other hand, we are in a new situation, what was never before, that we have enough goods worldwide. It's not the problem that we don't have it, but it's the problem how we think about it. And therefore, this initiative for me is a cultural impulse much more than a business or a poorness or social thing, but a cultural impulse to think the relations new, to rethink society.
We're talking with Enno Schmidt. He is the co-founder of the Basic Income Movement in Switzerland. He's coming to us live from Switzerland via telephone. And the Swiss the people of your country are going to vote on whether to give everybody in the country a basic income, whether they work or not, regardless of what their income is, if that's my understanding correctly. Can you tell me what the amounts are, how this works?
Yeah, the amount is, for example, 2,500 francs. That means
per month, per year, per what?
A month for every adult, and okay. Children may be a quarter of that.
2,500 Swiss francs a month would be about what, $3,500 US dollars?
No, you can't change this by the number, so that 2,000 francs is such dollars. It is to live without need, and what that is.
No, what I meant, for our American listeners is in dollars. What would be the equivalent amount to what the 2,500 Swiss francs that you're talking about giving each person each month? What would that equivalent be?
Yeah, that's a question to your listeners. What is that in the United States? What is enough to live without need? What is the amount? Maybe it's $1,800. I don't know that exactly. In Switzerland, it's a minimum to have 2,500 francs. It's better to have 3,000 that are the social welfare in the moment for the people. So the thought is to live, to have money to live. And what that is in Hungarian or Russia or the United States, it's different because of the prices are different and the purchase power of the money.
Right.
Okay. So, for example, you can say, let's say $2,000. I don't know. What is the minimum income in the States?
The $7.25 an hour.
And that makes it a month?
A little more than $1,000 a month.
Yeah, then that would be an example to start to think about.
Right. Because 2,000 Swiss francs would be about $2,200 per month.
Yeah, that is changing, but you have to look to the prices.
Yeah, I just looked it up. 2,741 would be your 2,500.
And the second was,
but as you point out, the cost of living is different. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The question about what is with work. Did I understood it right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is the main question. First of all, the question how it is to finance and what is with work. And some of your colleagues in the States wrote, if you pay people by doing nothing, they will do nothing. And that is a misunderstanding of this basic income. It is not wage. It is not to be paid for. It is not to give and to become. So this thinking, what is right, by labor income, by all this what we are usual do, it is different to this unconditional basic income, what is not for anything, not ordering anything, and also not ordering do nothing. Mm-hmm. It is free money. It is a new kind and a new thought of an income what secures your life, and not what orders you or do anything else with you than to set the people free to do what they really do. And then imagine what people are doing, even without being paid, without payment. For example, all this work in family, with children, free work in sports and so on. It's all done without payment, and it's not true that the people is really in every time bounded by how many money I get by this work. And when I talk with entrepreneurs in Switzerland and other countries, they all say 70% of my people in my company, they are working because they are engaged and bound and together in this society. We do sensible things for other people, and that is sense by doing things that the result is.
We have about a half a minute left. When is the vote, and how does it look?
The vote is in 2 to 4 years.
Uh-huh.
And then if the majority say yes, the government is ordered to start to implement it.
And what's public opinion right now?
In what?
What is public opinion? How many people support this?
We have 126,000 signatures for this initiative, and we need more than half of the people who will vote. How many that will be, it's open.
Yeah. Okay. Enno Schmidt, a founder of the Basic Income Movement. You can find his links to his websites over at thomhartmann.com. Enno, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Very good talking with you. We'll be back.